let me know you were gone. Susan, the plans they made put an end to you. I walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire, I've seen rain, I've seen sunny days I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend, but I always thought that I would see you again. Hey guys, Gregory here. Today I have a really soulful song for you. We're going to be learning how to play Fire and Rain by James Taylor. This is a really fun one to sing and to play. Now this was a request by one of you, so if anyone has any song requests, leave them down in the comment section and I'll be sure to do a lesson on it when I can. And of course, if you enjoy lessons like these, be sure to like, share and subscribe, as it will help me to grow the channel. Now the song itself is fairly simple in terms of the chords and the strumming. We have some interesting chord choices in this song that really give it its personality, and we'll be taking a look at all of them. You'll also need a capo on the 3rd fret. If you don't have a capo, you can still do everything you see in this video. It'll just sound a little bit lower than the original song. So with that said, let's get to the lesson. Okay, so let's start with the chords. There are 7 of them that we'll need to play the song, and the first one that we find is an A major, and that is the 1st finger on the 2nd fret 4th string, middle finger below that on the 2nd fret 3rd string, 3rd finger below that one on the 2nd fret 2nd string, and this is a 5-string chord, the 5th to the 1st. Following that, we have an E minor, and we can use the 1st finger on the 2nd fret 5th string, middle finger below that on the 2nd fret 4th string, and we can strum all 6 strings for E minor. Next up, we have a D, so the 1st finger goes on the 2nd fret 3rd string, middle finger on the 2nd fret 1st string, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret 2nd string, and we can strum 4 strings for D, 4th to the 1st. Next up, we have an E major, so the middle finger goes on the 2nd fret 5th string, 3rd finger on the 2nd fret also, but on the 4th string, and the 1st finger goes on the 1st fret 3rd string, and we can strum all 6 for E. Following that, we have a G, so the 1st finger goes on the 2nd fret 5th string, middle finger goes on the 3rd fret 6th string, and the 3rd finger goes on the opposite side on the 3rd fret 1st string, and we can strum all 6 strings for G. Next up, we have a B minor. So to play B minor, I always like to use B minor 11 because that way we don't have to use a bar chord. So the 1st finger goes on the 2nd fret 5th string, middle finger on the 2nd fret also, but on the 3rd string, and the 3rd finger goes on the 3rd fret 2nd string, and we can strum the 5th to the 1st with this B minor chord. Next up, the last chord that we have, the 7th one, is what we call an A9 suspended, and this chord comes in at the end of the choruses. Okay, it's a very easy chord to play actually. It sounds fancy, but it's super easy to play. We're just going to play the 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings open, and that is our A9 suspended. That's a very interesting way to play a chord, right? Try to avoid hitting the 6th string. The 6th string isn't too bad to play with this chord, but you really get the sound of the chord if you avoid hitting that 6th string and you strum from the 5th to the 1st. All right, this is the chord that goes from. This is the chord, like I said, that goes at the end of the chorus, and it goes like this. It goes A9 suspended, and then it usually goes right back to a regular A major chord. So it's a sort of tension chord, and it resolves when we get back to your A major. So with that said, let's move on now to the strumming pattern. So there's just one strumming pattern that you need for the entire song, but I like to add little variations here and there. So I'll first give you the one strumming pattern that you can use, and then I'll explain a couple other things that you can do to add a little bit of interest to your strumming. So the one string pattern that you can use throughout the entire song sounds like this. I'll play it on A after 4, a 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is down, 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 up. Okay, so let's practice that for a while and then I'll continue. a 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 up. Down, 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 up. Okay, now what I like to do in the chorus, because in most songs the chorus tends to be a bit of a rise in energy, I like to add a little change to that strumming pattern to sort of match the energy of the chorus. And what I like to do is I just add 1 down to that strumming pattern. So instead of down, 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 up, I instead play down, 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 up. And that will now sound like this. Okay, so let's practice that on the A, and then I'll put everything together so you can kind of see what it sounds like. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, A, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. All right, so let's compare those two strumming patterns. I'll play one of the progressions from the verse, and then I'll play one of the progressions, the chord progressions that is, from the chorus, so that you can kind of sort of see what I mean when I change the energy by changing the strum. Of course, you can also just go back to the start of this video where I do the little playthrough and you'll also see what I mean, but I'll just do it here for now. So let's start with one of the progressions we find in the verse. After 4, 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, we have down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. And let's go to the chorus. So we have down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down. Right? So just as a quick example as to how the energy shifts by just adding that 1 down strum to the strumming pattern. All right, so there's one other thing that I like to do. This is also optional. At the end of every 4 bars, or if you think of it, the 4th time you do the strumming pattern, I like to change that 4th time into what I would call like a fill strum, and it sort of just kind of pushes the song along. It kind of gives the song a little bit of an energy boost. So if I were to play that same first progression, A, E minor, D, and A, with the first strumming pattern, what I'll do is the 4th time, which would be on the A, the 2nd time I play the A, I'm going to change the strumming pattern, and you'll see how it kind of gives the song like a sort of energy push. It's like a fill. It's the same thing when drummers do drum fills. It's the same concept. So let's try that. After 4, 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. Again. Right? So you hear how that sort of colors the strum a little bit so that it doesn't sound too monotonous. You can also do it with the chorus, the same chorus strum. Well, I'll use the chorus strum now, the down, 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 up, and I'll add the same fill on the 4th bar. So that will sound like this. Down, down, up, down, up. All right? Same idea. Every 4th bar is when I do that fill. So that fill that I'm doing, and I'll play it on A, is actually a very popular strumming pattern. It is down, down, up, down. I'm sure you may have come across that before. But if you haven't, let's practice it. I will do it just on an A. And what I'll do is I'll play 4 bars of A, and similar to how you would do it in the song, on the 4th bar, I will do the fill so that you can practice along with me. And I'll just do the strumming pattern that I would normally do on the verse, which is down, down, down. So play along with me. After 4, 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. So down, 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 up, 2, 3, and then the fill, down, down, up, down, up, 1, 2, 3, then the fill, 1, 2, 3, fill, 1, 2, 3, fill. All right, you'll see me do that throughout the entire song in the demo. So if I was to just put out the chords again in the verse, the first couple of chords would be like this: A, E, D, and then fill on E. Bam, ba, dam, ba, da, da, dam. In the chorus where it starts on D, and I'll use the chorus strum. It goes like this. I seen fire and I seen rain, down, down, up, down, up. All right, it's done. Well, I do it right through the entire song. It's just a way to add interest to your playing. So you can try it out, or you can just use one strum throughout the entire song if you want. The option is yours. So I almost forgot, there is one of the strum that we come across, and it happens at the end of the chorus and also at the end of the song, and it happens over the A9 suspended chord, which then goes to the A major chord, right? And that strum sounds like this. Right? I just played it twice, and that was down, 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 up. You could think 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and up. Okay? And if I were to play that in context at the end of the chorus where it goes, but I always thought that I'd see you again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and an A. And then it goes back into the verse. Alright? So the strum itself is fairly simple in terms of what it is. I'm quite simply playing down, 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 up, over and over, well, over A9 suspended, and then the A major chords. I do it also in the demo at the start of the song, so you can use that as a guide. But let's practice it now, and we play it over those two chords, starting with the A9 suspended. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and an A. Down, 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 up, E. Down, 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 down. Right, and that's pretty much it for that part of the song. If you think you need help with your strumming, I have two things for you down in the description. The first is a very short lesson that goes over the techniques that are involved in strumming that can help you to improve the way that you sound pretty immediately. The second thing is a full course that gives you everything that you need to know when it comes to strumming. So go down in the description and check out whatever takes your interest. Now let's talk about that fun riff that we hear at the beginning of the song. Of course, I'm going to teach you my interpretation of it for the sake of this lesson, but I'll play it for you first. It goes like this. Alright, so what am I doing? It starts with my third finger on the 4th fret, 3rd string, and I'm picking that note and then sliding it 2 frets across to the 6th fret. Of course, you want to make sure that slide sounds like 2 notes, ba-da, and not brum. Okay, so we have that slide. Then the middle and the first finger come down onto the 5th fret, 1st and 2nd strings, and then we're going to pick the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd strings. So you have pick and slide, 2 fingers come down and we pick those top 3 strings, and then we have our hand in a little chord shape. We're going to take the shape and just move it back 2 frets, and then we're going to pick the 3rd string, 1st, 2nd string, right? So this time I pick the 3rd, 1st, and 2nd strings only, and then I'm going to go to a D shape, a regular D major chord shape, but I'm not putting the 1st finger down, or am I? Yes, I am. I am putting my 1st finger down. It is a regular D, and I'm going to strum that D, and then I'm going to take my middle finger off, put it back down, and then I'm going to play A. Okay? So, like I said, I'm a little confused there because I changed the actual notes a little bit to make it easier for most of you to play. Alright? So one more time, we have this slide, top 2 strings with these 2 fingers on the 5th fret. Of course, use your tab, it will help you to figure out what I'm doing while I speak. Take the shape, move it back 2 frets, 3rd string, 1st, 2nd string, and then I have D. Remove the middle finger comes back on, and then A. Right, so, and that strum that I did there is the same strum that I taught earlier in this lesson, and then it continues with an A again, E major, and a G. Right, so after you finish the riff, you have to play A again, E, and then 2 bars of G. And you can add the fill strum the same way that I showed you previously in the strumming section. All right, so all you need to do is go back to the start of this lesson if that's confusion, and you'll see me do it. Watch it as many times as you need to. I'm sure you'll understand and get the hang of it. So that is it for the lesson. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go back to the start of this video where you can see me do a little demo playthrough of the song, so that can help you to put everything together. Of course, if you enjoy lessons like these, be sure to like, share and subscribe, as it will help me to grow the channel. And if you have any song requests, leave them down in the comment section and I'll be sure to do a lesson on it as soon as I can. So until next time, goodbye.